Hello everyone, you're watching Altek2k Gaming. We're back in our play along at home Shield Crush Gladiator thingy. And quick shout out to Jamie Hudson who suggested I switch on these little numbers here. I didn't know you could even do this. If you do want to know, you just simply press Escape Options, go to UI, and then if we scroll down to Gameplay, Show Life and Mana Levels switches these things on and off. Now the other thing we want to go through quickly is the items we have. So we've got this belt which is going to give us leech for mana and life. We have a gold rim for resistances. 4-link pair of gloves, nothing special there. This weapon is terrible, but it has 7% increased attack speed. There's very little that scales our damage off the weapon itself. It's all on the shield. And our shield's a pretty good one, 364 armor. That's not very nice, I'm talking. And actually we got these sacred flasks we can use now, so let's switch over. So this gives us 20% chance to cause bleeding and 29% increased damage bleeding. So it's going to be slightly better than that attack speed. And it's got 4% attack speed on it anyway, so we're going to plug this in. Let's do that now. Now just check our damage, 955. Drops slightly to 954, but again, that won't matter. Now we're going to swap these over now, so Shield Crush, Dread Banner, chance to bleed, and I'm actually going to go and grab Mayme from that one. Okay, so I went and did that off camera, so we now have Mayme in our 4th slot. Okay, we're going to go through these as quickly as possible, and if you've watched my guide, you'll know that we go right and downwards pretty much all the way through this. Whenever we can go down, go down. Now actually, Shield... I keep forgetting the name of the skill. Shield Charge is actually really damaging. It's actually wiping out a lot of people. And you can hear the bleed there. I'm just going to kill these blues before heading down again. Our attack speed feels much faster as well, and that was without Blood Rage active. We want to make sure we're dropping down our totem as well. Okie dokie, we'll skip him, and we're at the boss already. Drop our stick. Actually, I think we can tank him. He's down. Now if we run over here, the ladders will come down. And we're now in the first town. Level those up. Talk to Lani. She's going to offer us a ring. Now I think... yeah, fire and lightning and cold are our lowest, so let's pick up something for that. Cold damage to attacks, that will help us for now. Cold resistance and lightning. Actually, that's really nice. Haven't got life on it yet, but that's not terrible. 116. 117. 10 extra damage. Wow. Straight out now. And we're in the control blocks. And again, we're going to get as quickly as possible out of here. If I can actually move properly. Remember to use Leap Slam to get over these ledges, because Shield Charge isn't going to cut it. Sacred Mana is no use to us. Our mana problems are sorted. That's a point, actually. We should probably look now at running out some of those recharge nodes. Although they might be useful for just powering our movement speed, I don't know yet. Okay. Miasm Meter. And then straight upwards. This is actually really fast movement. And jump. There's big piles of them here, so they're worth some XP, so we'll just kill these off. And then boss should be here. There's not normally people that far out. That's it, and then this guy. This guy uses Lacerate and also explode the SRS people, but we can one-shot those pretty much. Let's put our stick back down because it's worn off. And eventually he's going to drop dead, and there he goes. All these things, ooh, they hurt. There's a lot, ow! There's loads of them. What the hell's going on? Wrong room. Okay, we are looking here for the stairs out of this area. Now this act isn't particularly long, so it shouldn't take us long to get through here. And he went down like really fast. We are bleeding, so we want to stop moving there to... because you take more damage from bleed when you move. As do enemies. Which is another point, actually. If we hit someone, you'll see that... I don't want to kill these people, though. If we hit these people, they're bleeding. Now, if they actually bother to move, they'll take more. They're not moving, though. You guys are no fun. You get the picture. And we're going to go straight up here. Now, there's nothing you can actually do in this area. There's no side rooms you can go into because they're all blocked off until we get to the right place. Which is up to the right. Just going to up to the right here. Kill these people because there's a lot of them. Now, this area is horrible for those personal protection shields, and they really are annoying because you can't kill people unless you're inside them. With the exception of some chaos skills. We're in the Templar Courts now. We're going to grab the waypoint. We're going to patch our skill point, which will be... what? We're going to put on Crimson Dance. Because if we do make them bleed, we're going to make them bleed more. Now we've got that weapon. They'll have a reasonable amount of chance to bleed anyway. So I think we get 25% off this skill gem and then an extra 20% off this, so it should be about 45% to bleed. Just 1 in 2 shots-ish. There's loads of people here, so we'll just clear some of these out. Now you head downwards and also to the right in this area, and eventually you'll reach this court. Now they're always sort of blue people, or in this case pink, but they're blue anyway. Just kill this guy. And they're down. Now the exit is either to the right or upwards. Or downwards even. This way. And again, we're only stopping for massive packs or blues because I want to pick up the pace because we've been rather slow to this point. And I want to show you that it really is possible to get through these acts. What dropped? Stop taunting me, game. Yeah, I want that. This game is trying to slow me down deliberately, obviously. And we're lost. And we're completely lost. Well, I'm not lost, I know where I'm going, but... here it is. Yeah, we're doing a nice damage now. Into the Chamber of Innocence, we grab the waypoint. Once we have the waypoint, we just fly down this edge. Kill these blues. And actually, we should be using our thingy. Stone Golem. I'm actually going to just swap this movement speed with Stone Golem because I don't want Stone Golem there. Now, I don't know whether it is that this shield charge feels just smoother than Leap Slam, or whether it's actually faster, because it does feel faster. Whether it is or not, I don't know. Oh no! Ugh. Frozen. Don't like freeze. Speaking of freeze, if you die to freeze a lot in this game, which it seems to be terrible this week for it, I did make a guide on mitigating and surviving freeze, so check that out. I will link it in the description to this video. Okay. Now in this area, we're trying to head as far to the left and downwards as possible. Now the way to get to the left is few and far between, so tend to head left first before heading downwards, so you might miss your turn out. We spawn our Stone Golem and level. Kill this guy, and then we are going to attach our skill. Going to go across here, get this life, and get this armor. So this is now one-shotting trash, and it's making short order of blues as well. Now, is this... No, it's not. Okay, we're almost at the bottom now, I think. Kill these blues. And they're down. And then head across. And downwards.
Local, need your aid.
I can't do this just yet.
You're... I'm not running you yet. I have been thinking about running the side content just to try and get better shields. I want to make sure our damage is up all the time. And whilst it feels strong now, it will start to feel diluted as we move further in. I'll pick that up. Probably not going to use it. Now, I always check the corners in this area because there's loads of blues in it. And then you're in the Innocence fight. Fire and lightning is his damage type, so we want to be resistant to those. We're fully capped, I think. And then we're going to hammer him. And spawn our thingy. Ow. Don't hit me, that's rude. We're actually doing a nice amount of damage to him. You can see us chunking him down. And we just basically want to revolve around him. In his first phase, this one, he's not too bad. Every so often, he'll phase into the middle. And loads of people just surround. Now, I believe this is fixed time, if I remember rightly. So, no matter how fast you kill them, you're going to get the same. You're going to get the same length of fight. But this is a nice phase anyway, because you get back flash charges if you need them. Now, keep behind him. We are leeching an awful lot, so we're feeling pretty defensive. And now he phases to Innocence. The new and the eternal. I am Innocence. He's the Storm. Now this guy has a lot more is a lot more dangerous than the previous phase. Like that thing and this thing. I didn't even describe that. I forgot actually what he did before. Oh yeah, he jumps forward and leaves those balls behind him. What you actually want to do is follow those, because it does less damage that way. And he's phased, and then he does that thing where he says, where he passes that light around him. You just want to dodge that by constantly circling around him until he finishes. Now, let's just respawn our stone golem in case it died. We're going to have to think about cast when damage taken soon as well. Because we're almost at Act 6 where we can get any skill gem we like. And we'll just circle around him. And that slant will hurt a lot. Now sometimes that slant doesn't always go where this marker shows it though. Oh. Run behind those statues. That thing is horrible! Statue blocks it. I am glad this phase is here because that was getting a bit desperate. And I shouldn't have really used that then. I'm leeching enough with these that they can't really hurt me that much. Come on, come back. I've got full charges now, I'm ready to kill you. The torch, that's the one. His shield's down. Oh god, it's that thing again. Okay, this is problematic. Yeah, I gonna... That thing can be incredibly lethal. Now, unfortunately, statues hadn't sort of stopped. And the statues that are moving will not block the attack. Okay, now, we come out of here and we go to the waypoint. Now, we have to go back through these torch courts. Now, when we get to the same area in Act 10, you do not have to go back through the torch courts. I have actually seen people in my guild do this. You really don't need to. So in Act 10, don't do it. This act, you have to. Oh, dear. I want to kill you because you might drop something nice. Nope. I always get lost on the way out here. And you'd have thought they'd remember the layout before you went into Innocence to give you the same layout on the way back, just to give you that consistent view, because it's like, I didn't come from this way. This guy's the boss. You don't have to kill him. I tend to. It's a good measure of how much power we're doing. He's got a light phase and a dark phase. He's about to enter his dark phase. When he goes into his dark phase, you need to jump behind him. Ooh. That looks nice. 290. It's not as good as that one. We might be able to augment that quite nicely, so let's keep that for now. Pinks, which are actually blues. Continue. Now, I probably didn't switch to the right mode for fighting Innocence, which was the... no, I must have done. Surely I did. Kill you lot. And you lot. And definitely you lot. Yeah, damage feels nice. And then we're going to dash down here really fast and out the door. Skill point, we are going to go this way first for armor and resistances, because we are about to meet Kitava again. And Kitava will seriously harm our resistances, so we want to make sure we're overcapped. With the 30% we're about to lose. Up we go. This is like a little reverse U-bend, which you will know if you've watched my guides. Yes, ossuary. In the ossuary, we want to get to here, and then we choose a direction to go in. I normally go right first, because that normally is the way. As soon as you sort of get to a big downwards area this way, we head down. The idea is to get roughly to where we came in at, because we need to go and get the thingy, and we're there already. It's this door here. There is a crafting recipe in here, and we log. Now, I'm just going to go back to town briefly here, and we're going to grab a flask. Let's grab an evasion flask first. It's more defensive. And replace that. There's nothing here that we can use, so I'm just going to grab any of them. Talk to Velatania, she will give us a skill book for the miasm meter. And level and grab a skill point. I'm going to go again for resist and armor. Now, can we use multi-strike with this shield? Let's test it out. Let's go into a map and test that out in a second. So now we're going to jump back here, and then we're going to head down to the square. I'm just going to kill these because there's a massive group of them. Now, the reason we come down here is there's two quests we need to do in here. Actually, no, there's two quests in here. We only need to do one of them. The first one is a boss off to the right. We don't need to do that one, so I'm not going to. He's that way. So we're going to continue downwards, and we're going to the Reliquary, because you get a skill point for the Reliquary quest. And here we are. Now, this ability to move really fast on this shield slam is extremely nice. I'm going to go up top left for a change. I normally go across the bottom now. Grab the quest marker. There are 3 of these in this area. The other one is in the top right hand corner. Now, it's areas like this where there's lots of stuff around you that you really want to jump around with a different skill, because you'll keep getting stuck. Kill these things. Grab the jobby. And then head downwards. Bottom right is our last area. Well, it's bottom right-ish. It's not always exactly. Ooh, crafting recipe. Sounded like a guy from Open All Hours then. Last one. Now we're back in town. Quickly going to speak to Lani. She will give us a skill book. And now we got 150 armor, 30 increased armor, and 1% to all maximum elemental resistances. Which now puts us at 111, 101, 125, so I think we're going to be undercapped slightly on cold, but all the others should be fully capped. Back to the ruined square now, and we're going to shoot down here again, back to the town centre. We could have done the Reliquary, but it's, to be honest, it's as broad as it's long. They're about equally as close as each other. Because you've also got to wait for the to have to exit the Reliquary, because it's a loading screen. Up to the Cathedral Rooftop now. We're on the final run until we attack Kitava. So we're just going to shoot across here unless we see anything blue. I've got to be careful running through this fast that I'm not going to under-level. It's a lot harder to be under-leveled this high up. Now what level are we actually? We're 39 and this area is 45 actually. 6 levels is probably about right. We don't want to get much more than that. And if we can get that extra level before Kitava, it just gives us that extra bit of defences. We were bleeding there, so we should have really stopped moving. Shoot down the roof. Come on. Grab that. I don't think that will carry on into the Kitava fight. It's a shame. Kill that. Switch on Blood Rage to generate frenzy charges. And kill everything. Okay, Kitava fight. We are going to put on the skill point before we start it. And we are going to go for life. Kitava will come out of the ground like this, and we just got to hit it. Actually, they did carry on in here. We're just going to dodge his attacks the best we can. Ow! I must have blocked that. I think bosses have so much HP now that even a decent attack just feels underwhelming. Ooh-hoo-hoo. You can see our Impale stack slowly building up. Now I'm cutting out the phases where he's underground here just for speed and so you don't have to watch through them because you've probably seen them 100 times already. And if you hadn't, they're nice to look at the first time, but they get awfully tedious. Our flasks are empty, all of them are empty. We are impaling him though, and for anyone who doesn't know, Impale does... Actually, I've got a guide on Impale, I should link that in the description again. Impale will stack up to a few times, and basically it takes a pre-mitigation recording of your physical damage, takes a percentage of that and replays it on every subsequent attack as reflected damage, so you can't really scale it any higher than with anything else like increases or decreases. But it is incredibly powerful, just not as powerful as it used to be. They've nerfed it a lot in sort of from league to league. Now also, we're in the wrong stance. We should be in red stance because we do more damage and we'll generate challenger charges against Kitava. Challenger charges, of course, means what? Attack speed and movement speed. We'll probably find we do a lot more damage now. Gonna get out of those. Those circles on the floor where they converge and explode do a hell of a lot of damage. They will one-shot you if you're not careful.
I can't do this just yet.
Now, I went to recast my stone golem there, and I think the stop that caused saved my life. Because I'd have gone straight into his slam. Make sure... Now, this is probably the final heart. So after we kill this, we'll go underground again, and then come back up, we'll kill him, and then that'll be it. He'll knock us unconscious. Yeah, we're doing nice damage. It's quite respectable. And it also feels relatively safe. Respawn stone golem, respawn stick. And he's down. back out of the ground now, and he's going to start putting a thing from his forehead to that thing to destroy it. There'll be an explosion. Now, the first time this happened, I thought I was dead, but we're not. We're just unconscious, and he flies in to save us. Actually, we don't need to grab that waypoint, it's already grabbed. Talk to Lilywrath, and sail to Rayclast. We're in Act 6 now. Total time, 3 hours 41 minutes. That is woeful. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.